Hello and welcome folks for another edition of a Modern League with Reclaimer Control. You heard it right, Reclaimer Control. We made some changes in the previous list. We kind of missed the third basic island. It was not particularly tough for us to get our basics in play, but like we got Bloodmoon, for example, and we were stuck with multiple cryptics in our hand against a Ponza or something, and maybe that just gets easily fixed by a couple of islands, by adding the third island, I mean. And then I think that's the only change that we made to the main deck. In the Cyber, we cut Dismember and the fourth Gust to add a couple of Tail Scents. That's what happened there. Hands broken. Probably keeping this. Depending on what I draw, I might fetch on one. Turn one basic forest. Go. Maybe Amulet or Green White Reclaimer. Second basic forest. Oh. Okay. Yeah, Tail Sense is good against the Omnath Piles, is good against Strawn. It's actually good against a fair amount of the modern decks. I wonder if I block here. Third basic makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Are they just playing mono green, maybe? Ike or Clawmare, okay. I think I'm gonna block and probably remand this. This means that we have another blocker for next turn. We could get Godlike Mutagenic Growth, but we don't want to, because Reclaimer is a 1/2. Reclaimer is a 1/2. And this is why you play your creatures in your second main phase, right? If my opponent had, like, there was no reason for them to play the Igor Clomere on the first main. Kind of smells like we might be dead here. Maybe not. What I would love to draw is literally anything. Literally anything would be a great thing to draw here. But here we're trading with a Scale Up, which is their best pump spell, so I feel like this is a good exchange for us. Okay. I'm just getting Ghost Quarter because it allows me to interact. And if we top deck exactly Cryptic and my opponent goes for lethal, we technically can still Cryptic if we have to. It's not a good draw though. That's not a good draw. It's not a good draw. I want to make sure that I can cast Cryptic if I draw it next turn. So I think I just have to Visuma my Breeding Pool. Which feels bad, but it's like it could be worse. And we have untap land in case we draw the Cryptic, and then we can Bastion to play our Titan. If we play our Titan, I think that the Titan is going to be enough to... Titan's going to be enough to stabilize. Would have loved to find like a Dryad, Udo. Any of those cards would have been great. Okay. I think we're just gonna die because we just have too much here. One land, I think one land is cuttable from this deck. Okay. Anything? Any business spell? Any business spell whatsoever. Almost. 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 So close. So close. Wonder if I should play this to bluff. Probably not. Odan Reef Devasu. Yeah, maybe it's just playing like budget Infect or something. So they need 2 pump spells and we lose. One more. They have it. Feels bad, man. Feels like we would have won. Like we just had like a million cards to draw there. Anyway, Explosive sounds great. Dismember sounds great. Aethergust sounds awesome. That's about it. Remand fucking sucks. Udo also really sucks. And maybe Bujukubar can get cut. Started Modern some months ago and don't know a lot about most of the matchups. This is why I enjoy the stream so much. Good content and all stupid questions answered. Oh, of course. There's no such thing as a stupid question. There are stupid answers though. And that's also a lie. There are such thing as stupid questions. But yeah, like the sentiment is, you get what I mean. You get what I mean. I wonder if 31 lands is just too much. We kind of don't have the same like draw capability as some of the other decks. And even the other Udo decks play like 28 or something, right? Definitely keeping this one. Double interactive spell. Yeah, 29 seems to be the number. You often cut lands. Very often cutting lands is not where you want to be. If they play an elf here, no elf. Okay, well I'm gonna play my elf. See what my opponent has to say about that. I've seen me yeah, exactly. I have somehow managed to cut lands, to miss land drops with 39 card decks. with 35 land decks. I am very good at missing land drops. It's like a skill that I have. I guess that's better than activating Reclaimer. Okay, so we can make this bad boy into a 3/4. Force my opponent to have 2 pump spells. Because then we'll summon Titan anyway, so I want my opponent to have to use their cards here, I think. Because then we just slam Titan and Titan gets zombies and we just live the life. I will block you. I think I'm blowing up this forest. Just have to make sure that we get another green source. So this dude gets +2, but my dude also gets +2. So this forces my opponent to use a card. And I would really like to be trading on my terms here. Yeah, I guess it's better to... It's better to do this here. Put it on top. So now we're gonna get to trade with Acor Plumir. I guess we can get a fetch land, because the damage literally doesn't matter and this feeds pseudo, so I think this is better. I'm gonna get Flaxlands at the prime time, I think. Not a bad draw. So Hallowed Fountain here, Basic Forest here. Just get double field. Sumbos. Hey, Steve friend, how's it going? So they seem to be on mono green, so no Distortion Strike to worry about. So maybe Rancor, and I'm already thinking about throwing all of these zombies in front of this Glistener Elf, so sure, you got a 6/4. What about Green Castle? Or are there not enough forests for that? There are definitely enough forests, but there's no need for that. I'd rather have a breeding pool than a castle. In fact, the original list had castle. Can you just like choose to block with anything? With everything? No, you can't. How do I feel about this Info Stroke? I don't think this Info Stroke is necessarily better than Tail Send, I think. I mean, there are decks that play 4-drops, but it's more of a matter of Tail Sand stops those, and it's just better overall. Because it also does other stuff. Okay, so we're on the draw now. And I think this is a fine place to be. I don't want any of the other cards. Yeah, like the cards that cost 4 more. The only thing that distro counters that that Tailset doesn't is Cryptic Command or like Gifts and Given, like Factor Fiction, that kind of cards. I think that's literally the only thing. Man, this hand is very close, but I don't think that we can keep this. This also kind of sucks. Okay, this one I'll keep. Bottom the Titan. Bottom the Cryptic. Can't counter Titans. Yeah, but stifling the trigger is often enough for the decks that want that kind of effect, right? For the decks that want that kind of effect, it's often just enough. You've seen this member opponent, you should play around it, because I totally could have it. Can our very, very lousy multi 5 beat Mono Green Infect? Huh, okay. That's really fucking scary. That is kind of insane, actually. If they have double thing that gives hexproof, we are in a lot of trouble here. Burn Reclaimer. We did Reclaimer aggro already. Okay, so we have to do this before this resolves. They have the double protection spell. It's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. Completely fucked up. Yeah, my opponent's playing... they're just playing like a budget Infect deck. Just playing a budget Infect list. Okay. That's a blocker. And we're really gotta be doing some blocking here. Don't rancor me, bro. Card is really good. That card is very, very good. Yep, gotta block this, otherwise I'm dead. I don't understand the point of doing that on your main phase. This is fine, I guess. I could have attempted to bounce this in response to fizzle the Rancor, but I think it's just better to tap and draw. Not in good shape here. Never mind, we're in great shape. Do I want to draw this cryptic? I think like I do, right? Yeah, I think I do want to draw this cryptic. So we're gonna get 8 zombies. So if my opponents plays their card correctly, they should be able to stabilize here. They should be able to get me here because both of their dudes trample. But I think that this is the best way for me to cheese out a win here. Particularly with the Icor Claw Mirror kind of pumping itself up, you know. We could even lose to a fucking overloaded nonsense thingy, which would be kind of awesome. All right, this is what I got. What do you got for me? If we untap, we win. That's the easy part. So it's just a matter of does my opponent have it here? Seems like they do. Yep, they do. Did they play a land this turn? I don't even remember if they played a land. They did. Alright. With I to budget, Infect. Oh yeah, they keep showing off. Hell yeah! Show me more. Show me more, opponent. Yeah, let's go. Wow, still had all of these. Still had all of these. Didn't even need to use all my cards, but I'm just so you know how dead you were. You were hella dead. Budget flex, yeah. Yeah, my deck was only $10. Please do not put the in record. Those losses don't count. I mean, it is the record, right? So like it's fine. I mean, that's the beauty of Magic. A 10 ticks deck can beat like whatever, as expensive as this deck is. I have no idea. So it is what it is. It's why Magic is such a great game. That's why there's no 100% and 0 matchup. Because we might just move to 5. No, we just did. Sometimes you just move to 5. And then you gotta move on. It would help me to move on for my opponents to show up though. Would certainly help. Opponent. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. All right. Playing against Apriolo. Is this gonna be the mirror? Perfect hand. Keep. Kind of sad that we drew our bog, but so we're probably gonna go with a breeding pool on 1. Price you paid for your deck is cheaper than what it costs now since you spike Reclaimer and Flux. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I got my Uros at like 30 ticks or something. Oh shit. Never mind, playing against. I don't know. I don't think in my entire life I have ever faced turn 1 Dark Six Shores into Aether Vial. I don't think this is something that I have ever seen happen against me. Blue Black Zombies? Maybe. I mean, it's some kind of tribal deck. Yeah, it is zombies. Blue Black Zombies. Let's go. Scholar. Esper Zombies. Took me to that 01Q with a vengeance. Yeah, I know. Very, very sad that I don't get to cash in that remand, but I think that ramping with Reclaimer is just going to be more important. So we're going to be using this turn to, well, do that. We're going to use this turn to ramp with Reclaimer. We're going to get clocked though, and I'm kind of scared of this Wayward Servant, so we kind of have to find an Uro ASAP. When I'm playing Zombie Control out there. Just gonna get Hallowed Fountain here. I know the other one, the one that always enters tapped. Honestly, it's kind of good for us that Scholar. Fuck. That's really bad for us. My opponent should sacrifice with the trigger on the stack. Yeah, that's not a good play. So the way this works is you sacrifice the Scholar with the trigger on the stack, and then what happens is the return clause from Primetime, the return clause for the Scholar leaves before the card is exiled, so the card gets exiled forever. So with my opponent having the combo, right, Carrion Feeder plus Tideholder Scholar, it was definitely correct for them to do that, because now if I find the Dryad, I kill the Scholar and then I get back my Primetime. So my opponent kind of run into a risk for no real upside, honestly. So I think that was a little bit of a misplay. Still kind of fine though. They're like drawing cards and stuff, but like Reclaimer is now a 3/4, so my opponent needs to sack their entire board for their Carrion Feeder to survive. Streaming at a reasonable time in Australia. Damn, brutal. Last Flagstones. Growth Spiral. Okay. Get a couple of triggers here, which is nice. I don't know if my opponent has any graveyard synergies going on either. I guess that they do. We can Growth Spiral them at instant speed. We can bog them at instant speed, I mean. With Growth Spiral. Okay, they found the cavern. Doesn't really matter too much. I just want to cycle these. Like I just don't do anything, so. Remand is just so bad against tribal decks. Just so bad against tribal decks. Is this a Lord? Another Reclaimer. It's really scary. It's really fucking scary. Actual legit combo with Carrion Feeder. We're gonna get the Zombie Apocalypse going here. The only thing that kind of worries me is this guy. Okay. No attacks. I think my opponent might be playing it a little bit too slow for my taste. How would you go? We're still on it. We 4-1 the first league, so it went pretty well. And now we are just... Sure, what do you got? Now we're playing another league. We made a couple of changes from the first league. Oof. So we just die now? Are we just fucking dead? No, we're not. Pretty close to. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They don't know about the Bojuki Bog. White is for purging the cyber. No, white is for Flagstones of Trocaire. If Flagstones were not a card, I would probably not be playing this list as is, basically. So we have to bog them here, unfortunately, which means that we're gonna miss a zombie trigger. But we otherwise die, so... So we have to draw exactly Udo or Dryad. That's the only way that we don't lose this game now. Yeah. Let's get these remains out of my sight. Want these. We want the purges. We want the dismembers. Maybe these, maybe these. The white-green filter land is here because this means that your flagstones are not just colorless sources, basically. The Wooded Bastion can allow you to cast a Udo or a Dryad off of your flagstones. So it's there to like make your mana a little bit less bad. And it's a one-off that we can just use Reclaimer for. I wonder if Soul Guide Lantern is even that good. Kind of don't like Soul Guide Lantern so much. Let's play Veil instead. Veil stops Sculler and it also stops the Undying trigger. I think so. Is it Ghoul, the name of the guy? No. What's the name of the zombie? The 3-drop zombie, that one. Target opponent, yeah. It chooses targets. Okay. Sure, skip this. Gerald Messenger. That's the guy. That's the name of the dude. I think I'm playing these explosives on 1. Protecting it from discard spell. Also, I should have played this fetch land. Small misstep there. So we can dismember this guy and then blow up Vial on their upkeep with the trigger on the stack. Feels like I'm getting debated here. Basic island. They could have the Lord though, so I'd rather save this removal spell for the Lord, I think. Yep. Boom. Rewarded. Okay, now we're on next turn. Something good? Nope. So we can get back on next turn thanks to these flooded strands. We can also put the dismember back on top if we need that. Is that good so far? It's been better than I expected it. To be. But yeah, this is a league. Mystic Sanctuary can't get back engineered explosives. Unplayable. Unplayable. Okay. Another one of those dudes. So let's get Temple Garden or another breeding pool. It's Temple Garden. We already have enough islands for Mystic Sanctuary. Get back Gravecrawler. All right, I feel like I do want access to. Oh, god damn it. 1, 2, 3. Mystic Sanctuary into Udo. Yeah, okay, we can get a... We're gonna have to get back to this member. Blue, green, blue, green. This is our plan, baby. All right. That fucks. Tells him the cyber smells like Aspiring Spike spruce. This is not an Aspiring Spike. In fact, the original list didn't have Tail Sand and I added it. I think that Spike is right and I think that Tail Sand is just very good right now. Yeah, Udo is legitimately insane card. Like it's not realistic that that card got printed. Yep. Yeah, this is just not a reasonable card to exist. So the only thing that scares me here is Scholar. So I guess we just have to let this resolve. So they're probably going to take the prime time. They can't cast a second Scholar. But now we have to use the Dismember to kill this Scholar. Okay, they took the Dismember. So now they have a free attack with their Gravecrawler. And they get to drain me for 2. So that seems good for them. It's bad if they have Dismember, but like I really doubt that they're gonna have Dismember. So remember, Fran, when the testing team tested Oko, they never thought to just call your opponents into leave. Yeah, that's fair. So they basically drained me for 1, and then they drained me for another 1. So they're gonna drain me another time with Wayward Servant. But now we get to attack with Uro. As opposed to not attacking with Uro. Field and field. Who's the zombie deck now, opponents? Keep that one. I think I might, no, one fetchable, sweet. And I'm gonna take my gain 3. Just one to keep, that one. More zombies, let's go. Feeling good about my chances here. But again, like my opponent kind of combo killed me out of nowhere last game, so I have to respect the fact that they have access to that angle of attack. Also, Basic Island in the Giraffe's Messenger deck seems a little bit sus. Yeah, alright, so this represents like 6 damage just by itself because they can sack the Gravecrawler and recast it multiple times. I think I should have lethal though. They throw this here. They throw this here. We attack and they block. I think we might be able to get away with this. So this is not lethal. And if we get to attack with Uro, then we're doing more stuff. Again, the Basic Island in this deck, I don't know how I feel about it. So this is CTBs. So they cast it again. They go to 24. Just right click, attack all. Live the life. I don't think my opponent wanted to do that. Now we just get to exile their yard with prime time. So we want to resolve Titan Trigger first. Think this might be lethal. Actually, that was a mistake. I should have gotten the bounce land to bounce the ball, and then we have Growth Spiral at instant speed. Yeah, that was actually a pretty bad mistake there. Would have given me a lot more flexibility. But now I think they just need to throw everything under the bus, so... This Dryad means that I don't need to take damage from this Dismember, so I think that we're going to be in good shape here. Because they have to chomp with the Diagraph Colossus, because Carrion Feeder, little known fact, but the first line of text in Carrion Feeder is actually super important. Can you imagine if we could make it like a huge, and then like it just dominates every board state? I don't think they have any good blocks. I think that this is lethal however they slice it. Maybe if they put like 2 3/3s in front of the prime time. Yeah, that's the only good block. The only good block is... Huh, interesting. That's not a good block for them. Because the +1/+1 effect is gonna disappear, and then we'll... So now they're down to 2 cards, and we got the Dismember. So... Okay, maybe they have more graveyard synergies than I expected. So... Let's got the Veils on the draw. Purge seems stellar. Maybe I should be cutting Reclaimer for Veils. God damn it. Okay, this is better. Snap Keep. Just Udo. Nothing else. Never need anything else. What's up, Doug? How's it going? Alright, let's see if they know the trick this time around. Seems like no trick. Well, that's the reason why I didn't keep that first hand, right? So they know about this one, but they don't know about this one. Unfortunately, we're probably going to have to play this one anyway, because we have to fetch for a TV tap land. I still think my opponent should have sacked this color there with the trigger on the stack to the Carrion Feeder. Like, this is a potential headache later in the game as soon as I answer this. Like, if I draw like a Purge, I get to like, you know, everything just kind of like snowballs from there. So I don't know, it seems like you, if it were me playing that deck, I would play it a little bit differently. Here I'm of course letting this resolve because nothing we can really do. Same thing again. Like, it still surprises me a little bit. Because they could be playing Thoughtseize. Veil would have been insane this game, by the way. Imagine if we had been able to grow Spiral into Veil. So kind of regretting not having Veil here. Okay, let's play that one. Now if I draw Purge, we get to purge this, dismember this, and get all of our cards back. I'm gonna do this main phase here though. That's heinous. And it's even correct for us to play these cards. So now Flagstones doesn't do anything. I mean, I guess that we have the last one. And like we just basically drew blanks for 2 turns in a row. Yeah, this is not looking good now. Not looking good at all. But we have multiple cards that just like switch this immediately, right? Like we draw a Titan, we go from losing to winning. We draw explosives, we go from losing to winning. Like all of those cards are just so impactful. Even Uro is arguably just gonna take over by itself because Uro just like facilitates starting to make zombies one turn early while helping me stabilize with my life total. Helping me stabilize my life total, I mean. Okay, copy it. Like, they have perfect info, though. That was a huge punt from my opponent. Like, they literally have perfect info. They should have copied the cardio feeder. They basically... I guess they put 2 power into the board, so that's something, I guess. Okay, we have insane amounts of good draws here. Let's see if we can find one of them. That's not one of them. Are we just dead? 2 for 7. We're technically not dead. We can put Growth Spiral on top. Growth Spiral, I mean, doesn't really represent that many more zombies, though. All right. Going out of 3. Again, we have multiple cards that win the game on the spot. Just not one of them. Just not one of them. Just... We can only get 3 zombies, but we're taking 2 damage to get those zombies. So, like, what this dude's... That's kind of insane, actually. It's kind of ridiculous how much we just drew blanks. It's pretty insane how many duds we drew. And I think we played this correctly, but... Wow, not going for it. That's huge. That's so good for us. Something good. Come on, give me a break, deck. Come on, please, please, please. No. Wow. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Like, this is kind of insane. We just died. We just died after 6 turns of not drawing anything. Like, actual literal nothing. That's so disappointing. That is so disappointing. So disappointing. Wow. Okay, we were never getting there. we were never ever getting there. Can't ever beat the meme decks with this pile, I guess. I'm starting to feel like we might have to just cut some lands, like straight up. I find I think like we flooded a lot in multiple games at this point, so because we have no real way of accruing card advantage over and over again, it's starting to feel like we just can't really afford to play that many lands. So if we were to cut that, and then we cut Vesuva, I really don't want to cut Vesuva though. Yeah, I really like Vesuva too, but it's like I'd rather, like, we can't keep cutting more Flux Stones. Like 3 is the bare minimum that I would play, I think. 3 is the bare minimum, and then, you know, from there you can play 3 or 4. Even as is, like Flagstones only has 3 planes to go fetch, which is kind of really bad. The shame concession. Alright, so I think we want Gusts and Veils. Almost regardless of what my opponent's doing. Cryptic sounds neat. Can maybe cut Ghost Quarter. Castinura monster, yeah. We weren't Castinura against you, that's for sure. We were just drawing lands against you. I guess I don't want to cut the Dryad. Just got a couple of Romance on the draw. I want to see if my opponent's just playing like meme Jeskai or they're playing like a Spartan Spikes list. Terrible draw. The good old brickage, yeah. Somebody has to brick, you know. Boom, growth spiral. Never saw it coming. Dispel. You got it. Boom, Udo. Never saw it coming. Gonna get remanded. Yep. Okay. Interesting that they would use remand on this side of Uro instead of saving it for the other side of Uro. Seems like it's a lot more valuable to remand the other side of Uro. Who am I to judge anyway? Just out here casting like stupid giants. Gonna jam Uro again here. Cryptic. Snapcaster Remand. Okay. They seem to just be playing like Jeskai from like 2018 Jeskai. (2015), yeah. A really long time ago, Jeskai. Let's put it that way. Getting basic mountain is kind of interesting. Wildfire. What are you trying to achieve here, opponent? What's your end game here? I was thinking about exposing the second field, but if this field dies, then we can't get it back. And I think it's probably going to be quite important. Wow. Fuck. It really is 2015 Jeskai. Holy fuck. Wow. All right. I really want to find the land here so we can start triggering field. Never such luck. So now 2 of our Aurors are gone, 3 of our Aurors are gone. And we're taking 8 damage. I thought it was very, very important for us to be able to trigger field there, because they might have like another Snapcaster, they might have, I don't know, stuff. My opponent is living in a dream. They're living in a dream where this card was never printed and this card is playable in the modern format. It really is a pretty dream, I have to say. Main phase Cryptic, bounce your land. I'll take that one. Mega Soy Milk, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Really appreciate it. 1 blue mana off. Okay, so Gusts, no bueno. Remand, yes bueno. And Tail Sand, yes bueno. Veil seems interesting. I'm probably going to keep the Veils. Can probably cut 1 Remand and 1 Primetime. Kind of want the Primetimes though. Can we beat at least 1 meme deck? That's the goal for this league. We want to meet one of the meme decks. The O2 bracket has been delivering though. God damn it. The losers bracket has been delivering. I cannot complain. I cannot complain. Yeah, the losers bracket has been, whew. It's been rough out here. Also, I love how their name is Great Nate. Like, that's such a Jeskai player's name, right? Such a Jeskai player's name. It's kind of beautiful, honestly. Poggers. So now we're just gonna play a little bit slower, I guess. Sure. So aggro. That's so aggro. If they play Ashiok, we're gonna get to learn about whether our opponent is a minuser. It's gonna be fun. There's the Ashiok. Are they gonna minus? Are they gonna minus? No minus. Okay, good job, opponent. Good job. I think if they attempt to like bolt my Reclaimer or something like that, I'm going to Grossfire and respawn. No, I guess I'm not going to, because there's nothing I can really find. I could find another fetch land, but then I could actually find another fetch land. Because I could find another fetch land. No, nah, it's not worth it. Because I can blank the Ashiok activation, but if my opponent can activate on themselves, yeah, it's not worth it. Definitely not worth it. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Blue, green. So fucking insane! That is so insane! Wow! Ah. Wow. Wow. I think that was literally the best possible card off the top. Because that answers both the Ashiok on the board and it also answers the Jace as well. You gotta love it when your land is a 2-for-1. Sure. Let's hope Remain's good here. Here's hoping we get to remand anything on turn 2. Playing against mono red, we got no shot. Black red, shadow. This hand also sucks against shadow. How can you clip? I think that there's a button. You have to press Alt plus X. And if you go to the screen, at the very bottom here, see it says clips. Rift Bolt has been suspended. Okay, so Remand sucks in this matchup. Great. Please don't idle on me, 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 please don't idle on me. Please don't idle on me, please don't idle. No idle on, 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 no idle on. Don't idle on me. No second land drop. Let's go with no second land drop. If my opponent misses their land drop here, we might be okay. Might. big stress on might. I guess that we can just draw Udo. Alright, no Eidolon is obviously huge. Ghost Charm. I think I'm gonna take my Remand right here. I guess that maybe that was a Growth Spiral turn. We could have Growth Spiraled, put Hallowed Fountain, then next turn. Yeah, that would have been a lot better, actually. I messed that up royally, because, yeah. That was really bad, actually, because I could have... We hold on to Remand, Growth Spiral. My opponent, they have the Eidolon, so that's brutal. But what we could have done... I guess that is not the end of the world now, because we get to do this. Play this one tapped, pass the turn. Next turn we get to Titan. You're gonna double bolt my Dryad. Damn. Alright. Good job, Dryad, gaining 6 life. Field, it's not bad. Okay, so we're gonna lose. That sucks. One turn too late. And we lose because of my poor sequencing. That really sucks. We're gonna lose because of my poor sequencing, because I enabled this Eidolon to come down. Shit. I guess it doesn't matter. It's lethal regardless, so. Yeah, I think that burn is... Usually burn is like okay. Like it's just always medium. But I think right now it's actually bad. I think that in the current metagame it's just a strictly worse version of... it's just a strictly worse version of just prowess. Prowess is just significantly better than burn. But yeah, if I had sequenced properly, we would have been able to Titan one turn earlier. I got a little bit hasty and I didn't think about how my next couple of turns were going to pan out. I could have won this game. Yeah, not that Fountain would have done too much anyway. Why is my opponent slow rolling me? Like, I literally know that you have a Boros Charm in hand. Oh, they're trying to think whether they should be playing around Force of Negation. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking, honestly. Like, it's strictly correct to just jam there, but I don't know. I was trying to, you know, get into my opponent's, I don't know, like chances for, or like options or reasons, I guess is correct. That's what I'm trying to say. The reasons they would like tank there, but there's kind of no reasonable reason for them to tank there. Do I like Modern more than Legacy? Not necessarily. I kind of like them pretty much equally. I think both of them are in fine shape right now. I enjoy playing both of them. I think I like Modern better though. Not by too much. But by a very small amount. Cryptine looking pretty awkward here. Guess that was a reason to play Mystic Sanctuary on 1. But I kind of didn't know whether I wanted to play that card or not, so hopefully this ride is pretty good here. Brutal. So I guess we have to get an island here because we want to cast Cryptic next turn potentially. And if this Dryad dies, then that's the only way that we can cast Cryptic, which is really, really awkward. Yeah, this mold is just not working out. Yeah, I'm blocking. If they have Searing Blaze, this sucks. At least they have Bolt. Like this is a good exchange for us. Dryad effectively gained us 3 life and 5 life, I guess. And it ramped us. Land, please. Damn it! I don't think I can afford to miss a land drop here, so perfect timing for the Celestial Purge. God damn it. I don't think I could have fetched for a Hallowed Fountain though. It's too much damage. The worst part is I think my opponent has Skullcrack in hand because they could have... I guess that they couldn't have attacked last turn, never mind. Rolling Vortex. Well, fuck me. Please step out, 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 please step out. Damn it. Wow, just got owned every single step of the way. Everything just lined up in the worst possible way for us. Everything just lined up in the worst possible way. Really sucks. That really sucks. If we had found this land on the previous turn, I think we would have been able to win, but... Slimy Helix! Oh my god! Apparition would be so good. I don't think Apparition is castable in this game. Like, we just struggle to cast Celestial Purge, right? So clearly, clearly the mana is not quite doing it. I think I did make a mistake though, which is not getting a dual land on that turn. Because not leading on Mystic Sanctuary on that turn. I still wanted to hold on the fetch to fetch for a basic island, but I think it was still a mistake and I should have led on the other card. Sure. I guess we have to play this hand and hope that we find something good. Alright, SRAM, thank you for hanging out. It's gonna be the last match of the day. Darcy's Shore, oh no, zombies again. Have I played against the real deck this league? I think we have not faced a single real deck this league. Because I don't consider Burn a real deck in the current metagame. It just isn't. But Darcy's Shore into Inquisition is not a real deck. Wow. 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 Yikes. Big. What is going on today? What is going on? Chat, please. Help me understand what is going on today. Reclaimer. No, just another land. Just another land. What is going on today? What is this league that I'm playing? What the hell? Which format am I playing? Ha, joke's on you, opponent. My hand is all lands. Get wrecked. Did it just have mutagenic growth? Nope. Basic island. No blocks, you got me. I'm supposed to play Ghost Violet on top. I think I might be... What the fuck, man? I don't know, man. I don't know. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I think I'm supposed to put Growth Spiral on top because it enables me to play more lands, which would give me Sombos. And if we find a Titan, we can cast it anyway. Of course, we do not find a Titan. Because why would we find the Titan, right? Like, I don't know what's going on. Chat, I'm gonna need your help because my opponent just cast Ski Theorix, the Blight Dragon. And I just don't know. I don't know. I wish I could know, but I just don't. Alright, so I guess the only out that we have is maybe like a prime time. Yeah, prime time off the top is the only way that we win, so I'd rather hold on to these fetch lands. Prime time off the top one time. Cryptic Command could also do it. Second draw it doesn't. Alright, we're playing against this deck, I guess. Which is apparently a deck. Though no guarantees. X-Place actually sounds pretty awkward against them. So let's cut him. Oddly enough, Romance sounds fine. Udo sounds kind of medium. Dryads sound excellent. But my opponent's playing like 3 and 5 mana cards in Modern, so I guess Remand is okay. His name is Skittles. Alright, good to know, good to know. I don't think I've ever seen... I knew that the card existed because I think I randomly own a copy. Don't ask me why. But... definitely perplexing. Tail Send counter Skittles. Oh, it's legendary? Well, I didn't know that. That card was playing Standard, right? Because that seems like a card that might have been pretty good in Standard. Also, it's a black card with haste. There's not that many black cards with haste. Inquisition. Probably on one because of Double Masters. Yeah, it was reprinted there. I don't know if I drafted too much Double Masters. Good job, Remand. Being exactly 1 below. Farmland. Pass the turn. Can you Inquisition me again, please, opponent? God damn it. Okay. The good thing is now the Phyrexian, what's his name, doesn't matter. Ecor Clomere. Got it. Seems like the worst Infect deck that I've ever seen. Do they have counter? They have Gusto, don't they? We're totally gonna get gusted right now. God damn it, we're gonna get gusted. Ah. And I of course miss my land drop. I guess that we can't really play around Gust anyway. Alright, Gust me. One of the most deck commanders in EDH. Yeah, I don't play EDH at all, so I don't know. Yeah, there we go. That was the most obviously telegraphed Aether Gust of all time. Is this? It's like the deck of Papama combined in one. A Cryptic Command and Remand? Hell yeah. You know it. So this is for... So we're gonna take one. We're gonna lose to blue. We're gonna lose to blue black Infect. Chat. I can resolve Titan here. So I guess I have to get Vesuva to copy Ghost Squatter. And the bounce land. And then we have to bounce Ghost Squatter and replay it. So otherwise we're just dead on board. And then we have to draw like a Cryptic Command. Otherwise we're just dead to a land drop. Mirror should attack, by the way. So we're drawing towards Cryptic Command, I guess. Nothing in my yard matters. Another Blighted Agent. Guess that one's also a good draw. That one also does qualify as a good draw. Sweet, guess we win now. Can we get Wrathed? There's no way we get Wrathed, right? That's just not a thing that can happen here. Even if they have another Gust, we have Veil. I guess Blighted Agent kind of matters. So I'd rather have an answer to Blighted Agent as opposed to the Crusader guy. Okay. Yeah, we have to. I guess I should have cut it prime time because we kind of have to watch out for Gust. Don't do it. Basically shocking because I can. Would love to find. Okay, we're gonna cycle that. Udo. Okay. Here's Udo. Okay. Okay, we're going places. We're going places here. Tectonic Edge, nice. What the fuck is going on? Somebody please tell me what is going on. What? What? I guess I don't want to play into my opponent's Tectonic Edge, so I'm gonna play Vesua, copying that Tectonic Edge. I really don't understand what's going on, chat. I really don't understand what's going on. So now at least we get to draw a card here, which is nice. Which otherwise we were not going to be able to. Wonder if my opponent's gonna tech edge me or whether they have Gust in hand. Oh, please play a Crusader. Damn it. My opponent's playing. I just realized my opponent's playing Tectonic Edge in their Infect deck. I am thoroughly confused. I just have no idea what's going on anymore. Phyrexian Crusader resolves. How can I be this stupid? Clearly, I don't know how Phyrexian Crusader works. Clearly, I should have remanded that. Clearly, I have no idea how this works. And I'm gonna lose to blue-black Infect. This is probably the worst deck that I've ever lost to. I literally don't think I've ever lost to a worse deck than this one. I'm trying to think. And I'm just coming out empty. They may be strong though. Alright, second league did not go particularly well. That would be probably an understatement. We lost against all of the meme decks. We flooded every single time. We both flooded and we missed land drops. So what that suggests to me is the fact that obviously we have consistency issues. So the ways that I would go about trying to fix consistency issues is what the Omnath deck does. Is you just make it so every one of your cards cantrip. You make it so all of your cards just kind of like win the game on the spot, so you don't need that many cards in order to win. Which is kind of the boat that we're in. Usually, any of these cards will kind of win by themselves, and it doesn't really need too much help. Dryad needs a little bit of help because you need to have drawn your Valakut, but otherwise, I don't think that you need too much more than these cards. We did run into the Aethergust problem. Obviously, we just lost to Aethergust, so no surprises there. Then, as far as the mana base, I was trying to kind of fix it and try to make it as consistent as possible, but it just still did not feel consistent at all. I felt like I was struggling for my colors. I was struggling for Flagstone's targets, and just Flagstone's in and of itself just was kind of terrible. So I don't know how fixable that is, because Flagstone's kind of by design is just white, so you can have not that much of an out. Like if you want to, that's why it's called green-white Reclaimer and not green-blue Reclaimer, right? It's because the Flagstones kind of force you to be playing white, and it's a lot more smooth when you're actually tapping your Flagstones for relevant colors of mana. I'm coming out empty in how to fix this deck. Honestly, something like Jace Divine Sculptor wouldn't seem completely crazy to me. Something like Jace Divine Sculptor or Tamiyo, like we were saying earlier. Some way to churn through our deck and to undo the potential flood that we might run into. So I would look at something like the 4-color Omnath deck. Let's see if we can find it. Something like this deck, for example. We have Factor Fictions as card advantage. We have Our Promise. This is the card that I was thinking about. Also, there's like the presence of Force of Negation, right? Like this just makes this kind of deck so much more reliable, because we can do something like tap out for a prime time, and then on the untap our opponent can't just like, you know, beat us. Not playing removal spells was also somewhat problematic. I know this deck is only playing 27 lands, probably should be playing 28, but besides the point. It's rough, right? It's rough. It feels like... Seems like an alarm went off. Yeah, I don't know what could be done. Shark Typhoon is kind of interesting. I think I would probably go towards Jace the Mile Sculptor or some of those Planeswalkers, basically. Where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, that's the one. Like something like that could probably help. Last day was such a hot mess that it set off my fire alarm. Yeah, Solnox. It was my fire alarm just went off for whatever reason. I'm getting lit on fire, but I'm just hanging in here because of you, chat. Just so you know. We could also just like cut some of these prime times. I remember being Titan flooded multiple times. So if we did something like that, we're bringing down the curve a little bit. Jace kind of helps us get towards our Titans, and we don't get as Titan flooded. So this seems worth trying out. The presence of Jace kind of makes me want to play more Explorers, because of course of the possibility of turn 3 Jace. But at that point, Reclaimer starts to be a little bit awkward. Unless you have the perfect curve of turn 1 Reclaimer into Flagstones. Also, if we draw one of our planes, Jace can shuffle them back, so we can still get value from Flagstones, which is kind of cute. I don't know. This is an idea. Maybe I will try this again in the future. But it's very possible that this engine is just worse than Ren. In fact, it's very, very likely that this engine is just worse than Ren. Like, Ren is just such a messed up card. Particularly when you build your deck around it. So it wouldn't surprise me if this is just like a strictly worst version of one of the Ren decks, just because Ren is just Ren. Protect Jace with Skewed Swarm. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be doing that, but yeah. That's gonna be it for this one. We started in hot, and then the wheels kind of fell off very, very drastically, but it's okay. Like this deck was fun. It is kind of rough, you know, to just like doing so much losing eventually gets to you, but it's still cool. It's still cool. This deck is fine. It does some silly nonsense, and I do love me some silly nonsense. I think tomorrow I'm going to be playing something like this, but actually a good deck. So I'm probably going to be playing some control deck of sorts. I'm looking at the Aspiring Spike list. I'm looking at some like a Blue Moon, like Harry MTG has been playing. So I'm probably going to be trying out something different for tomorrow, since it's no die enemy. Also, we could be trying out either the Upsol Spells deck or the Heliod deck, which could be interesting. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today, folks. Thanks so much for checking out the stream. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.